Hi all, it's Wild Weather for LiveWeatherBlogs.com, and I'm going to take a look at the tropics. I'm going to go back to my first thoughts back on April 29th, what I thought maybe the hurricane season would be. The named storms that we had for the year. Started the list off with Alex, we went to Bonnie and Colin. So far, we've seen Alex was a 80-mile-per-hour hurricane landfall in northern Mexico. It threatened Brownsville and South Padre. You had Bonnie. Bonnie developed on the east side of the Florida Peninsula in the Bahamas, and then just across the peninsula, and this got ripped apart by southeasterly shear. And then Colin, not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, that developed into a minimal tropical storm, and some thoughts maybe become a hurricane. It would affect Bermuda, but it never really made it to Bermuda. It got kind of sheared and sucked up into an up-level high low, and that was that. Is there a Danielle out there? Well, let's take a look at the water vapor map, and we'll see if we can find a Danielle out there. And well, folks, let's just say the tropics are sleeping. They are quiet. You got a lot here in the central Atlantic. Here's the intertropical convergence zone. It's pushed pretty far south by a high pressure system. This has been happening throughout the year of the tropics. A very strong high pressure system pushing the intertropical convergence zone south, and this dry air just remains and lingers basically in the same position it's been all summer. And to boot, you have a very strong upper level trough out here off the Atlantic seaboard, and that would protect the East Coast from anything trying to come. For days now, there's been a northwest flow coming across off the mid-Atlantic coast, and forget that. Let's look at the Gulf of Mexico and see what's going on there. Kind of the same thing that's been going on all summer too. This high pressure system here has kind of been going back and forth. It's been the main contributor to our heat here, and it's kind of been getting squashed down by backdoor cold fronts. Far highs coming from the north. It's going west, it's going east, it's coming north, but it definitely is a contributing factor to what's going on in the Atlantic for tropical systems. And you can see a very fast northeasterly flow coming in, and it turns easterly. Here's an upper level low to enhance this flow and moving off to the northwest, and there's just not much here going on. What's left of TD5 up in this location. Some of the models would bring it down here. Maybe it tries to develop, but honestly I think it's going to be too close to land, and if it does develop, looking at the flow, it would probably come into the direction west, and southern Louisiana maybe would pick up a good dosing of rain, but this would not be a big time threat, that's for sure. Remember, Bonnie came this way too, and you got ripped apart. Shear's been the name of the game, and dry air in the atmosphere. Let's see if the GFS is showing anything. It was OZ last night. Let's bring that GFS up. Here's the GFS, and it has a former looking tropical system here. Another one trying to come in the picture, but this is way out, 360 hours, and you know, it's GFS here today, gone tomorrow, but it's been in long range, it's been showing some tropical systems, but nothing like that showing up currently, and I don't buy any of this quite yet. We'll have to wait and see. The situation out there is pretty hostile for any development. Here was the 80 that came out earlier this evening, and here it is at 288 hours, which is much closer in time. But again, it's got a tropical system out here in the mid-Atlantic, middle of the Atlantic, and it's probably going to deflect out here. So here today, gone tomorrow. We'll wait and see. Let's see if there's anything. I'm just curious to see what happens after 288 hours. Here's the National Weather Service here. Well, let's just, for the heck of it, take a look at 324 and see if there's anything. And no, there's nothing out there. There's that system. It's racing away. The tropics are just quiet, folks. I'm looking and searching for some interesting action out there. It's just not happening. And I'm wondering if maybe we need to lower those named storms. A lot of outlets still calling for between 17 and 22. I don't see it. So we'll see. Everyone have a great night, and we'll talk to you later. And thanks for watching. This is Wild Weather, LiveWeatherBlogs.com.